Hey guys, welcome to Wait a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I'm sharing them with you. I actually just made a video today, but since then I've had a conversation that kind of built on something I was already talking about, and I think it deserves a little extra attention. The talk today with one of my friends has been about people who claim to be amazing men of God. Some of them claim to be prophets. Some of them just claim to be super amazing pastors. And most of them have mega churches. And lots of them have millions and hundreds of millions. And one of them has almost $1 billion. I guess, running a church is lucrative to some people. Okay, I'm going to try to keep low-key on that. The Bible speaks of in the last days there being false prophets and people that, in my paraphrase, that run their mouth and lead people astray. And by their lifestyle, lead people astray. And that was the discussion, was that there's a list of a whole bunch of prophets and people who claim lots of things. How much money they have, how much money they make, how much their ministry takes in, all this kind of stuff. And it disgusts me. I mean, like, literally almost makes me sick. My stomach is in knots just thinking about it. How a lot of these supposed men of God, they may have started out men of God, I don't know. But they're just getting rich by saying things and not living them. And I'm really disgusted by this. It's really bothering me today, and my friend and I were just talking about it, and it's like, you guys, I'm a pastor. I am. And I make mistakes. I do just stupid things. I have, issues. I do. But I know Jesus. I know where my help comes from. I know where my forgiveness comes from. I know where I need to turn to get over stuff. Now, if you see me at any given time during my life, you may have come along at one of those times when I was really struggling with something. Just like if you came along now, you might find something I'm really struggling with. We struggle with stuff our whole lives. Does not make us bad people. Does not make us failures. I'm not a failure as a pastor. I'm blessed to be able to reach the people that I do, and I wouldn't ask for anything else. I love what I do and the people that I work with. I do. But I do make mistakes. But what I won't do is I won't live a lie. I won't be a hypocrite. I make mistakes. I work on them. Period. I was just telling somebody today about how I feel about my mistakes and stuff, and by accident I quoted almost word for word Romans 8, because I was talking about how I'm just not, I'm not the person I want to be. I do stupid things. I want to do stupid things. I mean, just like I went off, I don't even remember what all I said, but some things you just I don't know, you can't describe. Anyway, don't mean to be, I'm not trying to be down. In fact, I feel pretty good. I'm about to meet up with my buddy. We always have a really good time together, and we've been meeting consistently for a while now, and it's gone really well, and I'm really thankful for him and for the our relationship growing and our relationship with Christ growing. It's really cool. Anyway, I said all that to say, I won't be ripping off your money anytime soon. I won't be prophesying things for the most part. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that everybody has a moment where God tells them, hey, you need to talk to that person, or that person's struggling, you need to go to them. That's an entirely different thing to me. That's God equipping you to go and talk to somebody that needs you. And you won't always see that because you don't always see when people need you. You know what I'm saying? So God kind of gives you a little nudge, gives you a little push, and lets you know that that person is struggling. I can't tell you how many times I've called somebody on the phone that just out of the blue hit my heart, and I knew that I needed to contact them. Or woke up in the middle of the night upset and maybe even crying over somebody, and then find out that they're going through something, or that they their family's going through because they passed away. Those kind of things. So prophecy or knowing things that God tells you or whatever, I believe in those things. However, I'm not condemning anybody, so don't get me wrong. I'm condemning sin, though, for sure. I will not be ever, as far as I know, getting up on a pulpit or a pedestal anywhere and saying, God told me to tell you that this is going to happen. I know that, I believe in prophets and the prophecies of the Bible. I'm not sure that there are actual prophets today. There might be. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying I always cringe when somebody uses the word prophet having to do with somebody today, especially because a lot of times that name is attributed to people that are clearly frauds and scam artists, and they're making millions off the backs of Christian people that believe in God but believe in them as prophets. Okay, so I shudder with that word. It scares me, not because I'm scared of prophets, but because I'm scared that there really aren't a whole lot of prophets left, if there is any, and that we need to be careful about showing people the respect of prophets when they're frauds. Again, I'm not talking about mistakes. People make mistakes. But if I got up on a pulpit or a pedestal and said, the Lord told me that, okay, I'm going to use this one. Please don't talk politics with me. I don't mean it that way. I'm talking about the prophets who said this stuff. If God told me to get, I wouldn't get up on a pedestal unless, I guess I wouldn't probably ever get up on a pedestal, tell the world that God told me that Donald Trump is going to be president for 4 more years, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen. Because whether or not everything finishes out the way it looks like it's going to or not, even if Donald Trump did somehow pull this out and stay president, I don't believe most of those prophecies because, well, for one thing, because it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but also because they prophesy like a whole string of things. And you're not building yourself up to be amazing if you're wrong, number one. But I don't care whether you build yourself up to be amazing or not. It really doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that when you do things like that, when they do things like that, the whole world is watching them. Because they make sure the whole world is watching them. They have forums on TV and radio and internet and whatever else where millions of people watch them. But some of them are following them, like many of them are following those people, but many of them are waiting for them to fall, watching for the failure to come. And I'm not happy with, I don't feel good about the state of Christianity when people can get up and be false prophets and make claims and be clearly wrong, and then instead of saying, hey, you know what, I missed the mark this time, or hey, I didn't get it right, I don't know what I missed, but I didn't get it right, because I know that happens, I can believe that, but they're not making themselves look bad, because they come back in and say, oh, well, this happened and it changed the will of God, and they say a lot of excuses. But that's not what the world hears. What the world hears is this person, instead of saying, hey, I missed the mark, I was wrong, this person got up and made excuses for why God was wrong when he told me this, or God lied to me. They don't say that, but that's what the non-Christian sees. So, false prophecy, false prophets, people are making millions of dollars off of the other people's need for a Savior. There is a Savior, his name is Jesus Christ, and I serve him. I do not serve people that stand behind their pulpit and rake in millions of dollars on people's hopes and dreams. I do not stand by that. And I do not stand by people who, they're not, to me, they're not real. To me, they're not who they say they are. And they're representing God when they say those things. And I think God can't be any more happy about it than I am. I feel disgusted. I feel ashamed. And I apologize to any of you people out there who have seen them and been disgusted by them and Christianity. That's not Christianity, folks. That's a charlatan. That's a person that's just a way different kind of person than what a regular Christian is, and way different kind of person than what a pastor should be. Pastors are held to a higher standard according to the Bible, and they should be watching their step every step of the way. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.